Love never dies? That's cute. What is that supposed to mean?
You weren't meant to hear that.
What does it mean? What was your point?
That is not Beth's body, buried in the grave that bears her name. Not you, not me. None of us can have any idea where Beth could be. But just hear me out. If you never listen to another word I say, so be it. But you have to know this. You're sick. I falsified the report of Beth's death. And I arranged for a Jane Doe to be buried in her place. Phillip, I did it because I couldn't stand to see you suffering that way. I could see the toll it was taking on you, day in, day out. I mean, you didn't know if she was dead or alive. And I knew that you would not rest until you could be certain that she was gone. We couldn't find the body. So I decided to manufacture one. I had the body of an unidentified girl from Chicago substituted for Beth's. I found someone who was more than willing to take a bribe and go along with the plan. And after that, well, it was easy to convince people. Phillip, I just wanted the hurt to stop. Do you understand? You believe me, don't you?
You are so much sicker than I ever imagined.
Phillip, I can prove it.
You were Dad?
The evidence is in a safe, hidden in the producer's office at WSPR. I even kept the receipt for the necklace I ordered to match the one you'd given Beth.
That's good.
Phillip, you have to remember how you were at that time, how I was. I was worried sick about you. You wouldn't eat. You wouldn't sleep. You were obsessed with finding Beth. You were flying all over the country, grasping at rumors. It was obvious to everyone, except you, that she was really dead. All I did was provide the proof. And it worked. I mean, you got over the pain. You moved on with your life. You found another woman. You fell in love.
How can you do this? You know how much I loved her. How can you do that?
That is why I did it. I just wanted to help ease your agony. Phillip, please.
I don't understand you. I don't understand you, Dad. I never have. You can't lose, can you? You can't lose. You got to try to come up with a more despicable lie. How can you do this? How can you drag Beth's name into this? Just to try to keep me away from Blake.
That is not what I'm doing.
I came here hoping that somehow you and I could salvage some kind of decent feelings about each other. Shush. So that we could pick up at some point. But you never stop, do you? You just keep spewing the garbage.
No. Why would I lie?
Why do you ever lie?
I know what hearing this makes you think about me, but it's the truth.
You save it for your cellmates, Dad. They'll have plenty of time for your fiction. I don't. You see, I see right through you. This is your last-ditch attempt to try to keep me from marrying Blake. But guess what? Once again, you lose. Because I am going to marry her. And while you are stinking and rotting in jail, she's going to be Mrs. Phillip Spaulding, looking through the files, working at the company, everywhere you don't want her to be. Think about that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go get my gunshot wound checked.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And the worst one is believing that Beth was really dead. Phillip, Phillip, if I'm telling the truth, and God knows that I am, doesn't it make you wonder just for 1 second that Beth could still be alive?
You go to hell.